Imagine an army that vanished into thin air, an entire unit of soldiers who could make themselves invisible to the enemy, not through some kind of magic or advanced technology, but through sheer ingenuity and creativity. This might sound like the stuff of science fiction, but it was very real during World War II. No, it's not magic, it's the story of the Ghost Army. This was a top-secret unit composed of artists, actors, and sound engineers, all recruited for their unique skills. They were tasked with one of the most unusual and dangerous missions of the war, to deceive the enemy and protect Allied troops by creating elaborate illusions. This secret unit fought in World War II, not with bullets and bombs, but with creativity and cunning. They used inflatable tanks, sound effects, and fake radio transmissions to create the illusion of large military forces. Their goal was to mislead the enemy about the strength and location of Allied forces, and they did it with remarkable success. They were masters of illusion, making the enemy see things that weren't really there. Imagine the confusion of enemy soldiers who thought they were facing a massive armored division, only to find out it was just a handful of men with inflatable tanks and loudspeakers. The Ghost Army's ability to create such convincing deceptions saved countless lives and played a crucial role in several key battles. Their mission was top secret. The members of the Ghost Army operated under a veil of secrecy, often working behind enemy lines. They had to be incredibly careful, as any mistake could lead to their capture and the exposure of their mission. The stakes were incredibly high and the pressure was immense. If captured, they were on their own, their true identities hidden from even their own allies. The Ghost Army soldiers had to maintain their cover at all costs, knowing that their capture could compromise not just their mission, but the safety of countless other soldiers. They were truly unsung heroes, operating in the shadows to protect their comrades. The Ghost Army's story remained classified for decades after the war, their contribution to victory a closely guarded secret. It wasn't until many years later that their incredible feats were finally revealed to the public. Today, we can look back and appreciate the bravery and ingenuity of these remarkable soldiers who used their unique talents to change the course of history. Military deception, the art of misleading the enemy, is as old as warfare itself. In World War II, it became a sophisticated tool. Both sides used camouflage, dummy installations, and fake radio traffic to confuse their opponents. The goal was to keep the enemy guessing, to force them to waste resources and make bad decisions. A successful deception could save lives and change the course of battles. In 1944, a unique unit was formed within the US Army, the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops. This was the Ghost Army. It was made up of artists, designers, sound engineers, and radio operators. Their job was to impersonate real combat units. They created a traveling roadshow of deception using inflatable tanks, vehicles, and artillery. They broadcast fake radio chatter and sound effects to mimic the presence of a much larger force. The Ghost Army's bag of tricks was full of ingenious inventions. They used inflatable tanks and jeeps that could be inflated in minutes, creating the illusion of a powerful armored force from afar. They even had sound trucks that could blast recordings of tank and truck noises, amplifying the deception. Fake radio transmissions, carefully crafted to sound like real military communications, further confused the enemy. Section 5. Operation Fortitude, fooling the enemy. One of the Ghost Army's most successful missions was Operation Fortitude, part of the larger deception plan for the D-Day invasion. This operation was a masterclass in military deception, designed to mislead the German forces about the true location of the Allied invasion. The stakes were incredibly high, as the success of the entire D-Day operation hinged on the Germans being convinced of the false information. Their job was to convince the Germans that the main invasion force would land at Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. Pas-de-Calais was the narrowest point between Britain and France, making it a logical choice for an invasion. The Ghost Army had to make this seem like the obvious target, while the real invasion was planned for the beaches of Normandy, which were less fortified but still heavily defended. they created a phantom army group complete with fake insignia and radio traffic, supposedly poised to strike at Calais. This phantom army, known as the First US Army Group, was commanded by the fictitious General Patton, adding credibility to the ruse. The Ghost Army used inflatable tanks, trucks, and even planes to create the illusion of a massive force. They also broadcasted fake radio transmissions and set up dummy camps to further sell the deception. The Germans fell for the ruse, keeping troops away from Normandy and aiding the success of the D-Day landings. This strategic misdirection was crucial, as it allowed the Allied forces to establish a beachhead in Normandy with less resistance than they would have faced otherwise. The success of Operation Fortitude demonstrated the power of psychological warfare and the ingenuity of the Ghost Army. Their efforts not only saved countless lives, but also played a pivotal role in the eventual Allied victory in Europe. Section 6. Holding the line at the Bulge. During the Battle of the Bulge, the Ghost Army played a crucial role in slowing the German advance. With real units stretched thin, the Ghost Army was sent to the front lines. They created the illusion of a much larger force, deterring German attacks and buying precious time for reinforcements to arrive. Their bravery under fire earned them the respect of the soldiers they fought alongside. Section 7. The Ghost Army's legacy of deception. The Ghost Army's tactics were remarkably effective. They are credited with saving thousands of lives by diverting enemy troops and resources. Their story remained classified for decades after the war, their contribution to victory a closely guarded secret. It wasn't until the 1990s that their story began to emerge from the shadows. Today, the Ghost Army is recognized as a testament to the power of ingenuity and creativity in the face of danger. Section 8. Unsung Heroes of Wood 2. The men of the Ghost Army were artists, designers, and sound engineers who traded their paintbrushes and microphones for the uniforms of soldiers. They faced danger and hardship with courage and a touch of humor. Their story is a reminder that victory in war is not always achieved through brute force, but often through cleverness, innovation, and the courage to challenge conventional thinking. Section 9. Remembering the Phantom Army. The Ghost Army's story is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, human ingenuity can shine through. This unit, officially known as the 23rd Headquarters Special Troops, was a tactical deception unit during World War II. They were tasked with creating illusions to mislead the enemy, using a combination of visual, sonic, and radio deception. Their operations were top secret, and their contributions remained classified for decades. Their legacy lives on, not only in the annals of military history, but also in the hearts of those who appreciate the power of creativity and the importance of remembering the unsung heroes of World War II. The Ghost Army's efforts saved countless lives by diverting enemy forces and creating confusion on the battlefield. They used inflatable tanks, sound trucks, and fake radio transmissions to create the illusion of large troop movements and military activity. These brave men, many of whom were artists, actors, and designers, used their unique skills to protect their fellow soldiers and achieve strategic objectives. Their story serves as an inspiration to future generations, proving that even the most unconventional ideas can make a difference in the face of adversity. The Ghost Army's success was a testament to the power of innovation and the human spirit. Today, their story is celebrated in museums, documentaries, and books, ensuring that their contributions are not forgotten. As we remember the Phantom Army, we honor their courage, creativity, and the lasting impact they had on the outcome of World War II. Their legacy is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary heroes are those who work in the shadows, using their talents to create illusions that change the course of history.